So we'll learn IAM 3 days. Very important. IAM, identity, access management. Sorry, management or manager, whatever. So IAM is a completely security service. Okay. AWS, one of the major security service. Let me change to everyone chart. Okay. So identity, access, yeah. So identity access management. Okay. I'm just writing here. One of the security service, guys. One of the security service in AWS. Okay. Just we can deep dive on that IAM, all whatever topics we have in the IAM. Then later we can discuss one by one. Okay. So let's suppose. So what I'm trying to say now, I'm saying IAM is a security service. How it will provide security first? So we are saying it's a security service, right? So in a AWS we have a multiple services, right? So in AWS we have a multiple services, like as we know discuss VPC, EC2, S3, and inside we have a subtopic, subnets. Okay, so many topics we discuss. So inside, if you want to provide any security in between two services, what I'm trying to say, if my EC2 should talk to only S3, or my EC2 should talk to only Lambda, my EC2 should talk to only VPC, that should control IAM. Okay, the first prerequisite internet we know, but authentication, what I'm trying to say, authentication. So you have a network, you have proper communication between one device to other device. Even though you have a proper setup to communicate, even though we have a permission of IAM. In the IAM itself, we should create a rule, should talk EC2 and S3. Like that way. Okay. Okay. So now just I'm taking an example. So TCS company. Okay, TCS company, there is a project, cloud-based project or something project, some example project. Okay, example project. So in this project, definitely more than 10 people there. 10 persons or 10 people. Okay, 10 people. So we can't expect from the 10 people, they are from the same background, right? Developers, testers, cloud engineers, whatnot, so many. Okay, as per the platform, people will be there. Okay. So, but everyone should work in the cloud only. The projects are in cloud. So if I want to build a server team should build server in cloud only. Testing team want to test the server, they should connect cloud and test the server only, right? No, I have knowledge in on-premises server is there, and I have already in my past experience, I work with my on-premises servers. I don't know how to test cloud server. It will not work out. You should learn, should connect cloud and test the server. The reason is server is in the cloud, right? So you should, if you want to test the server, you should come to the cloud. You can connect the cloud, test the server. That's it. So like that, developers are there. I want to write a code. If you want to write a code, you can write the code in local. We have so many platforms, VS Code, PyCharm, something. After write the code will not work in your laptop, right? In the real time, it should be work in any cloud device like Lambda or EC2. EC2 is a server, right? So the same code is working my laptop. It should work in my EC2 server also, right? No, I don't know how to connect EC2 server. I don't know how to host the code. Again, they need to learn cloud. So anyway, it's diverting into other area. So 10 people are there. So I'm the lead now. For example, I'm the lead. So I need to give access for everyone in the cloud. As a lead, as a good knowledge and AWS engineer, I should provide correct access. Let's suppose here is the lead. Under him, so like that 4 persons are working. Okay, 4 persons are working. 4 persons are working. In this case, I'm the root access guy. So now he is the developer. He is the tester. He is the some operation team. And he is some support team. So different teams working under me. Okay. So different teams working under me. Let me check. Okay. So different teams working under me. So I should not provide access to everyone same access. I should not provide same access to everyone. So for example, developer, there is a task to work on S3 bucket. Okay. Tester working on EC2. Same operation also some working on VPC. Okay. So as a root, as a lead, you should give the access to developer only access S3. Tester only access EC2. Operation only access VPC. Support him where they are working. You should provide the access where same area only. Okay. Means as a root, till now we are able to open everything, right? If you can go in your root, you can easily access everything, right? You can easily access every service in the cloud. But what I'm saying here, if new team will come under you, you should not provide root access to everyone. The reason is he is working on EC2, right? Maybe he is a good knowledge in EC2, but he don't know about S3. He don't know about VPC. If you unnecessarily provide S3 and VPC also, what happened later? So you don't know database, right? If I provide access to database, fine day, may you have you just wanted to in weekend something days. What is database? Let me check one time. I have access, right? Let me check in Google how to access database. So Google maybe always different commands are there. You just copy the command and run into database. Tamal database. Is it? Tamal database. Immediately switch off the laptop. I don't know anything. Switch off the laptop. Same day, Monday, going to office. Not. So if manager is asking you, did you delete anything? No. I don't know database. I didn't touch even laptop. I went my hometown Saturday, Sunday. But everything is record, right? Cloud. We have so many options: CloudWatch, inventory management, CloudTrail, who delete, when delete, seconds, minutes, ID, everything will generate. Okay. So if you delete something, say, so I did something by mistake. Next time I won't repeat like that. Don't say I didn't touch even laptop. Okay. These are everything we can track. Okay. Okay. So I am, so if as a root holder, we are not supposed to give enter access to everyone. We should give the access as they're required. Okay, as they required. So he is working on S3. So we should provide only S3 access. If he is working on EC2, only provide EC2 access. So for that, IAM will help. This is deep dive. Which IAM will help? I mean, how the IAM will help? Everything we can discuss in the coming classes. This is just what are the modules we have. What is IAM? Just I'm trying to say only. Now, so as of now, we work with only one account, right? We work with only account, one account. What is that? AWS, AWS account only. AWS root account. How can I say AWS root account it is? You are able to access any service. There is no restriction still now. How to log in here? By using what type of credentials? Email and password, right? Email and password, right? So, email and password. So in that terminal, sorry, in that console, we have one more process, IAM user. Have you seen that? IAM user. What is the meaning of IAM user? Just now we discuss root. I'm the root. So if you want to create, if you want to give access to developer, if you want to give access for tester, if you want to give access for operation team, what you can do, create a one user, give the access. Okay, create an user. In that case, developer is user, tester is user, operation person also user. These are all comes under users. Clear? These are all comes under users, not root account, guys. So we are not maintaining root accounts for everyone. If there is a project, only one root account, not multiple root accounts. So if you can give access for everyone, what will happen? So we are not in control, right? Somebody may create some resources to do some practice and leave it. So like that, misuse, so many reasons we have, right? So control should be one person, right or not? Then everything is in good condition. So just assume, guys, so we have only one CM, right? Instead of one CM, if three CMs are there, what will happen? What will happen? Just assume it. What will happen? Anyone, if three CMs are there, what will happen? In the same state. Fight, right or not? They're always focusing on their rulings, right or not? Divert everything. So here also, if you can give S3 access, they always think on S3. They always work on S3 only. If you can provide one more access, he or she may check what it is inside. It's not security, right? We should provide security. So we are not giving access to everyone. Any project, I'm not saying AWS cloud, any project, if it is on premises also, server level, we can create users and give it on premises server level also. But we are on the cloud, we should learn IAM. So in this case, developers, testers, operation support comes under which platform? Users. Clear? These are all users. So only one person root. Users. They're all users. Okay. What type of user? IAM users. IAM users. So right. IAM users. IAM users. So again, here we need to understand two things. Here we need to understand two things. Users logins, right? Root login. Root login, we just log in by email and password. IAM user also login ID and password. But here we need to understand the access, the console. I mean, AWS access here, two types. Till now we discuss only one type, that is console based access. Just login checks on everything by UI model, right? Everything is UI model. We have a one more model, that is command line model. Command line interface model. What it is? My voice is breaking. Is it? What about others? Is it clear, everyone? No means what? All good? Clear. Okay, thank you. Okay. So, IAM users. We have a two type of access. We have a two type of access. One is to access the console manual way. I mean, user interface model. You can go and check, give username and password, open EC2, clicks. After so many clicks, you are able to see. These are the processes, manual process. But the same environment we can access through command. This is called command line interface. Small example here. So let me write here. Login through ID and password. ID and password. Again, login through command line. Login through command line. I mean, instead of calling command line, programming access, programmable access, programmable access. Examples. You can write here examples. CLI, okay, Python, SDK, Python SDK, Java JDK, so many things are there. So even root also we can log in two types. Root also we can generate access key, secret key, we can log in into, okay. So if what you can understand, the approach of AWS is two types. By using root or user by using password and ID, and by using command line. So how we can access command line? So just I'm saying through programmable access, how we can access. So in the console access, we can access by using login and password, right? Console, this is console access. But what about this access? How can I access? So here we are generating keys. Access key, secret access key. Okay, guys, very important. So how to log in IAM user in programmable access? By using access key, secret key. Once you will create IAM user, so we have an option to generate a password. So after while create IAM user, we can generate. So while creating IAM user, we can generate credentials for developers, testers, operation team. Okay. While creating IAM user, so indirectly these are, I mean, those are working like a users under you. You are the root. Is it clear, everyone? So if new person will come into your team means you should create one user to him. Okay. You should create one user to him to says his entity, like he is a developer, he's a tester. Just create a user with the name of your entity. But I'm not saying the name is completely your wish. Otherwise, the same team is working under developer team. So one more developer will come. No need to create one more user, right? You can give the same access to that person also. The reason is the both are working closely with one service. We can give it. I will come to that point. Wait. Yes, Uma, you are right. Software development kit. We can discuss the one more approach, how to connect the AWS. I think in the starting classes, I already informed, right? What are the approaches we have? How many approaches we have? Is it clear? 3? 4 approaches. What are those? Guys, we discuss in the 3 or 4. No, what I'm saying, I need to show you 4 approaches. Okay, I inform that. What are those? One is for console, fulfill. Actually, we will discuss everything in that console. And by using CLI, I'm going to show you one approach. By using Python SDK, I'm going to show one service. By using Terraform, I'm going to show you one service. So just approaches I'm going to show you. Okay. Yes, Anjali, you are right. Console, CLI, SDK, and Terraform also you can add it. Okay, guys, leave it. So we can log in our cloud. We have a 2 ways by using access key, secret key. That is a programmable way. By using username password or ID password, that is process is to connect by GUI method. Clear here? No confusion, right? Here clarity would required here. Anyway, so if new team will come to into your, you should create one user. If it is a new team, no existing team, the same. I mean, what whoever coming into your team, he has to play same role like existing team. You should just add into your list. Not to create one more user. Practically, we can see everything. We can understand clearly. Is it clear, everyone? So these are users. What is IAM user? This is IAM user content. Okay. So your agenda, if you are creating IAM user, what you need to understand, the user should generate access key, secret key. I mean, user is going to perform programmable access or console based access. So you should generate accordingly. I mean, you can generate both also. Okay, you can generate both also. So this is user. And again, I'm talking about, okay, let me take one more slide here. Okay. So I'll just going to write here. IAM user. Okay. IAM user created by whom? Huh? Created by root. Is it clear or not? User will not create user, right? Root will create user. I'll just write all the points. Created by root account holder. Created by root. What type of access we have? One is console base. Other is programmable. Okay. Very important. We can discuss in brief. So console base access login through username, password, right? And password. So programmable access key, access key ID, secret access key ID. Okay. Yes. So how we can enable the access? Next, we can focus on that. So we know we should create a users. Okay. So root can create multiple users, right? Root can create multiple users as per the requirement. As per the requirement. Examples. Anyone give examples? I mean, users examples. Examples. Developer role. Developer role. I mean, developer. Tester. Operation team, etc. Okay. So how they can give access, we can focus now. Okay. So he's the root guy. Is the root. Okay. So root is going to create multiple users, right? Multiple users. Root can create multiple users. Did you complete lab S3? User one. I'm not mentioning developer something. User one. User two. User three. Is it clear? Root created users. So they should generate password, username, password, or access key secret. Clear till here? Then only they can log in. After that, they will log in. Okay. So how they are going to give permission? So here in my cloud, this is cloud. So inside, this is EC2, S3, SNS. Okay, guys. EC2, S3, SNS. Now I should provide EC2 access for user 1, S3 access for user 2, SNS access for user 3. This is clear. So what I can do? Simply root will create user. So step root create user, create users and attach to required permissions. Clear? Now user one need only EC2 access. So simply EC2 attached to user one. Clear? Next, user two need only S3. Select S3 and give to user two. So user three need SNS access. root will give SMS access. Clear, guys? Yes, clear. So what we can understand here, so root is going to do everything. So what we can understand, user can give the access for user. Question. Does user can give the access to other users? Is it possible or not? Very good. Very good, Haider. If by default, no. Okay, so it's my bad. By default. Okay. By default, does user can give the access to the users? Answer is no. If root will give the access, they can. If permission given by root to user, then user can control. Is it clear? So completely indirectly root is giving to access to users again, right? So user should go to root and ask permission to, I have to create user. Again, root is giving to permission, but root is not giving like that permissions. No one can give the permissions like that. Everything is controlled with only one person. It's manager or lead or client. Clear, guys? So it is all about users permissions. Okay, users permissions. Users permissions. Now, I think this is permissions. IAM permissions. So far we discussed user and permissions. What is permissions? What is permissions? Online? What is mean by permissions here? Giving AWS services access. That's it, right? Giving AWS service access to whom? Users. Okay. Yellow or Denny. Very good. I'll write. Good point. So allow only, no Denny, right? If you're allow, it will work. Otherwise, Denny by default, right? Now I'm talking about groups. I mean IAM groups. Guys, what is group? What is group? What is group care? Team. Team. Group is nothing but multiple persons. So in this case, multiple persons is nothing but what? In IAM case, multiple users, right? So I'm just removing persons, users. Group is nothing but multiple users. We can create group and attach to users. I mean, add into that group. Add users into group. Add users into group. Now, again, what we can understand here. Okay, so we can create a groups. We can add users. Okay, so let's suppose I have a group one. Under group one, 3 people may work, 4 people may work. We can work. There is no limit for that. So now the same process, I'll just giving here permissions here. These are permissions as we discuss here now. Same. Okay, guys. So this is group now. Now this is group. This is group. So what I can do, I can attach users under group, right? I can attach users under group. Like this way. So user one, user two. User one, user two. User one, user two. So I need to attach permissions now. I need to attach permissions. In earlier case, what is the process? In earlier case, what is the process? I mean, this process, I should attach one to one, right? EC2 permission 1 to S3 permission 1, SNS permission. So now, if I attach this permission to group, it will apply for all users. So when we can create group, when we can attach permissions, tell me. Condition. When we can create a group, attach permissions. Think it. In one group, multiple users are there. Very good, Sohel. In this case, if I see indirectly user one, user two, what is the permissions are there for user one and user two? Both. What permissions are there? EC2, S3. So what we can understand here? If you attach permissions to your group, it will apply for all users under group. So when we can attach, if user one, user two work same environment, I mean same permissions. Is it clear? Let's suppose my user two is working other services SNS. User one working EC2. Can I attach now? No. When we can attach group, when we can create group, if the users are working with the same permissions. Okay. That is a condition. So we can create group and attach to permissions attach permissions to group level. So the permission, sorry, it will apply for all group users. So if those users working with same role, then we can attach. Is it clear, guys? We can create group and attach permissions to group level. It will apply for all group users. So if those users working with the same role, then we can attach. Okay. Now sense. Clear, guys? Anyone has any doubts? What is group? What is role? What is permissions? No doubts? Then good. So I will write here one more point, very important point. We should, no, not here. This point I will write otherwise. This is different one, right? Yes. We should install AWS CLI to access programmatical. Okay. So simple thing, guys. So here what I'm trying to say, this is your laptop. So you are going to connect to cloud by using internet. After that, we log in and do the work. It's a manual process. But command line process, it will work in your terminal, laptop terminal, or command prompt, Windows. So from the command prompt or terminal, we can access AWS. Here, access key, secret key is for authentication of AWS. When authentication point will come, once you reach to their location, right or not, then they will decide allow or not. First, you should go there, right? How you can go? By internet. By internet, we are going to AWS place and we are giving access key, secret key. I have a access. Can you allow me? Indirectly, you are asking, yes, you can come. You have a right access. Okay. Now, my command prompt, how the request is going, going to only AWS. It will may go Azure. It may go GCP. How the exactly my request will go to AWS. So if you install AWS CLI, the request will go to AWS. Prerequisite. Okay, you are coming to my platform to access me by command prompt, then install my CLI. You can come to my place then. This is protocol to access my services. Okay, after installing, you can easily connect with me. Even you have, do you have a correct access? Yes, I have access key, secret key. Then install my service, you can use. So what they're saying indirectly, you should download AWS CLI if you want to access my environment in programmatical way. The reason is it's not like, so if it is a console, guys, if it is a console, simply you can go and access, right? everything is there, your access, but command prompt, you are not able to see even small, even any service. You just access it. So you and AWS in between, the CLI is work like a platform, the backend platform to connect you both guys. Is it clear? So I'm just logging now. Oh. So this is console based approach, right? We simply click, we can access. You are saying, but if I'm CMD, I'm in command prompt, I'm saying connect my AWS. How my command prompt take your request to AWS? You should install AWS CLI. You should configure it. Then we can reach our signal to AWS. Is it clear? So the main agenda to access your AWS environment through commands, we should install AWS CLI. What is CLI here? Command line interface. So you use the my command line interface into your laptop with correct access secret. Then you can access. Indirectly, they are saying same thing. Okay. Is it clear? Any doubt? Any confusions here? Yeah. If user 1 is working with VPC, if he want to access EC2 in the project, will user get the permission? If root will give, he will get. Is it fine? If root will give, user will get. That's it. Okay. So this is the approach. Now, who will create the users? Root user. What type of users? IAM users, right? So simply we can go to root users. I'm the root user, right? I'll log in as a username password. Simply go here. IAM. Okay. So go to users, group, role, policy, so many are there, right? So go to users. So create user. First step is create user. Give the username. User 1. Next. So here is the tab. Add user into group. Not required at the present. Copy permission. No need to touch this one. Attach policies directly. Policies is nothing but permissions. Okay. If you click on that, we are able to see so many permissions of list here. I want to give S3 permission. Okay, you can give. Okay, enter. So you are able to see all our S3 related permissions, S3 full access. We can discuss in the policies level, what is full access, what is object level and everything. So in this time, we are mainly focusing on user, not policies. So you can attach any policy. S3 full access, I have attached to my user 1. So I'll just come back again. See, this is the first step, and again canceling also here. So create user. This is the first step. Go to give your name. So one team person join into your team. So he has to work with S3 bucket. There is a code into the S3 bucket. He should access. So user is requested to admin. Can you provide the S3 access to me? Okay, I will provide. You can send a mail looping me and manager and you so that I can provide. This is the process will work. Don't say blindly permissions to if user will ask. Okay, it should be track with the manager for everything. Otherwise, we are in the soup. So no need to check with this. This is an optional one. User 1. Next, attach policies directly. S3, type it. Automatically, it will reflect. You can drag it like this if you have any confusion. S3 full access. Next, create user. Guys, create user. If you can go into user, this is my user, right? Created. What permissions I have given? S3. Click on that users. Here security credentials. We can generate security credentials to him. Okay. If you can come here, access key, secret key, and also console based access. If it is a console based access, if you want to give, enable console access. If you want to access through, programmable access, create access key, secret key. Only two approaches. Don't go with other approaches. MF is just for authentication for our mobile to, get OTP for every time. Is it clear? So now I'm going to provide first time is console access for our understanding. Okay, enable it. Auto generate password. If you click go with apply, AWS will provide some password. You can give to your user. Okay, I'll just generate it. So this is my username. Whatever I have created, this is the password. So if you can download, it is downloaded into your Excel. Is it clear? Otherwise, just copy it, maintain in some area. This is, oh, failed to copy. What happened? Okay, it's not allowing. Maybe option is disabled recently. I don't know. Anyway, I have installed, right? Sorry, I have downloaded, right? If you can go into downloaded, this is my credentials. Okay, this is the password. See guys, encrypted password. So user one. Let me log in to user. Is it clear, everyone? So my user is requested to me, can you give S3 access? Yes, I will give. So I have created a user and generated username password. Simply you can give these credentials to your developer. Okay. Now developer login with these credentials. Is it clear, everyone? So you are in the root account, right? You are in the root. So simply you can open in one more tab. Don't confuse. You can close it one thing, either Firefox or here. I'm in root now. So I'm for better understanding, I'm using Google Chrome for root account. I'm using Firefox for user account to understand the clear picture. So I'll just log in. AWS Management Console. Login. Okay. So sign into the AWS Management Console. See guys, what I need to select now? IAM user. Account ID mean root account ID. We should copy paste here. So I'm going to go to my Chrome. So why ID here? The user is related to which ID? I mean, which root account? So many root accounts are there in that world, right? So we are saying I'm the part of this root account ID. Okay. I have an access. Then provide your access. Okay. My name is user one. Okay. Then provide your password. So root is created, already given password to me. Okay. Then go here, Control V, sign in. Okay. Don't save this one. Don't save. Old password. See, AWS is forcefully ask you to change your password for first login attempt. The reason is password generated by whom? AWS. You can change it yourself now. Okay. Don't stick on my password. You can change it now. Okay. This is my old password, right? You can give your required password now. Then your control. This is user. Okay. Confirm password change. Don't say users are temporary in our practice. I log in. Is this root account or user account? So if you can see user one. If you can see user one. Okay. I'm going to create one EC2 mission now. See what is the message here? You are not authorized to perform this operation. The reason is you are the user. Your boss means root account, root holder is not given any permission to you to create EC2 mission. So we can control the permissions in that way. Okay. Now, so what permission I given here? So simply go to S3. So I'm able to see list of the buckets here. My user is able to see list of the buckets. So he can create, he can delete, he can modify something only in S3. So he's unable to open even other service, whatever. So even no permissions. So now I'll just go to root account again. What permissions I have given to him? Check here. S3 full access. Did I give IAM user change password? Did I give this permission? Then why it's attached? Why it is attached? It is by default permission. The reason is user has to change the password, right? First login. Then who gives the permission to that? AWS, right? So AWS is given permission. You just change the password for first login. You are using my password. You change it. To change permission required. Root will not give the permission. Root is not giving the permission. Who will give? AWS is saying to change the password. So AWS is giving the permission by default. Okay. If you can delete now, no problem. You already changed the password. If you want to change one next time, again you should attach IAM user change password by root. Is it clear? Now what I'm going to do, I'll just remove the permission. So root is deleted permission for user 1. So I'm the root, right? I'm the root. If you can see, there is no permission of S3. Now go to your Firefox for users. So click on S3. My user is checking. So nothing is there, right? If you can go here, you don't have permissions. Immediately I call to my root holder team lead. What happened? Yesterday you deleted something. So manager ask you to delete enter permission to you. So like there some stories is there. Okay. So there is no permissions. We can control access like this way. Is it fine? Allow and any now. Anyone has any doubts? Please go slow. So much of latency. I come to India here first. Is it clear, everyone? Anyone has any doubt? Okay. So groups. Now we can focus on groups. Yes, of course, account ID is nothing but root ID. The reason is you are the part of my user. How IAM user knows while you giving the user 1, you should give authenticate which root account you are. I'm giving root ID. Okay, I'm comes under from this root family. Then give the ID I will provide. Then we can check with your ID backend. Is it clear? This is the process to create users. Now, one more time, I'm going to show you, create one more user. Where should I create user? Come to root account again. Root only create user, right? Not users. So I'll just add permissions to, okay. I'm not going to add it this time. I'll create one more user. I'll create one more user. This time is user 2. Created. Permissions. I'll just go to S3. I have given permissions for one more user S3. Okay. One more user S3. And I'm going to create one more user. User 3. Next, I'll just give S3 full access. or EC to full access. Amazon AC to full access. Given. I have created 3 users. One user is for EC2, one user is for S3, one user is nothing is there. Okay. Now, user 2, user 3. So, user 2 is S3, user 3 is EC2. Let's suppose. User 1, no permissions are there. Okay. Now, user 2 and user 3 both need Lambda permissions. Both need Lambda permissions. Not for user 2 also need, user 3 also need. At this time, what we can do? Group. So only 2 users, then we can easily create it, no problem. But if it is a 10 users, how difficult is every time user login things? So simply go to groups, create group, give the group name. So some group 1 I have given. See, add users to the group. So user 2, user 3, both need Lambda permissions. Okay. Attach permissions. Lambda full access. Create a group. So my group is created. I have attached my group for Lambda permissions. Now this permission is apply for both or not? Definitely will apply. So click on that. Go to permissions. Lambda full access. Now I should go and check my users permission is attached or not. User 2, right? User 2, user 3 in the same group, right? Why it's not attached? Okay, let me check in the group now. No users attached. Okay, I'm going to add users. I think I forget to save. Okay, in the group, I'm adding the users. So now updated. So if I open user 2, Lambda full access is there. Same thing. If I open user 3, Lambda full access is there. So now my question is, user 2, user 3 are in the same group. I have attached permission for group level. So my users 2 and user 3 can able to access Lambda permission. The reason is I have attached in group level. I have attached in group level. So these are working in, like a persons under me. So the both can access Lambda. Now the question is, here user 2, user 3, different access also there, right? User 2, user the different access also there. Now user 2 can able to access user 3 access? Even though no. Same thing user 3 also. They can only share Lambda access. The reason is group attached only Lambda. And individual attached permissions work like individual way only. Don't think so. I'm working under one group means I can share all access. No. We can share only which permission is attached to group level. That will work out. Even though since before you have a different access, right? User 2 and user the different access. That will work normal as is. Is it clear? Any doubts? Anyone has any doubts? So here EC2, S3 before. After attach Lambda. So before. After attach Lambda. To group. So this Lambda is going to come here. This lambda is come here. Clear, guys? Now users can share group permission Okay, so group is commonly shared for group access and they will work for individual access also separately or individually. Okay, guys, perfect. So anyone has any doubts on this? Groups, users? So please install AWS CLI into your local laptop. The process is, so tomorrow I'm going to show you how to log into command prompt. Okay. The process is go to Google, AWS CLI download. Okay. Click on that first page, Amazon.com site, AWS CLI download. If you can go here, Linux, Mac, Windows. Okay. If you're a Mac, you can click on that. If you're a Windows, you can click on this. Come here, install or update AWS CLI. So if you click on that, AWS CLI is going to install into your local laptop. Okay. So click on that. So it's going to process in my laptop. So I'll just pause it. So after done, give next, it will install. Hard install. So if you can come to downloads, you just open it. Next, last install. Okay, that's it. So after install, are you sure want to cancel? Yes, since I have. After installing your local laptop, how we can verify? Go to your command prompt or Mac holders into your terminals. CMD already open, right? So here we should give AWS -, version. So AWS CLI is installed. Cross verify. Okay. If you are not getting like this AWS CLI and the backend Python will work. So along with AWS CLI, Python also we install. Okay. So after installing your AWS CLI, go to command prompt, give AWS -, version. AWS there or not, you can see. Don't change any paths. By default, keep as is. Okay. Don't move here and there. May confuse. You should be in the users, C drive and users. Everyone there is a users, right? The C drive, it will automatically download there only. If you open command prompt, it is redirecting into that same path. No need to change. Question. To maintain a group, every user should have same role. What if I'm working on multiple things? I know S3, EC2, EKS. I will be added to 3 groups. See, if the requirement is there, you can add it. See, S3, EC2, EKS. If the requirement will be there for these three people, you can add these three guy into one group, you can attach it. Right? And before that, the users, if you, before there is a permissions for the users, they are not going to access one more user. That is individually will work. Otherwise, if you can create new user only S3 EC2 EKS permissions will be there. They can access only those permissions. Okay. And existing user already some permission is there. Existing user already some permissions are there. You are just attaching into one group and attach S3 EC2 EKS. So those two users share S3 EC2 EKS commonly, and also individual permissions they will not share to others. It will work individually only. That is the point here. If you can go and attach, means user 1 and user 2 cannot share their permissions to others. I mean other users. Common permissions they can access. What is common permissions? Attached to group only. I hope you clear, Bharat. Yes, Abhinandan. Very good. What is role, IAM role importance? Did I say IAM role here? I'm just discuss IAM user, IAM group. So you should stick on these two only. Don't go roles, policies, others until I say. Try to understand, guys, what I'm saying first. Then you can see if you guys want to understand eagerly for coming topics, I can cover in one day also. You don't know also. If I cover in one day, you don't know. Once you are in any project, you can understand. At that time, my sir skip this topic. That time only you can understand. Okay. So what I'm going to cover here in my last experience, where I did more work, I just considering and explaining here only. Okay. It's not like theoretical class. Completely real time what I'm saying, doing here. Okay. Next, anyone has any questions? So if no, so we can please install AWS CLI, everyone. Okay, we can perform the same task in programmatical way tomorrow. So after that, we can create create EC2 mission, create S3 bucket, how to copy and everything we can perform in CLI way. So one more approach we are going to learn tomorrow. Okay, then we can again continue IAM. Okay, IAM just now user group done. So at to discuss IAM roles, IAM policies. 2 topics left. It will take 2 days time. Okay, clear, guys? Okay, so if you want to take screenshot, you can take it. Otherwise, I'll just copy it now. Okay, guys. So you can wind up now. Okay, guys, don't miss any class. Coming 20 classes are very important. I'm going to discuss about Python. I'm going to discuss about will the IAM have scope on all jobs, because everything is automated nowadays. I'm not understanding your question. If you automated, it will work. Automation means the backend, the permissions will coming or not? Why you are coming that point and here adding here? Automating is nothing but what? Without permissions, automate will work. Right or not? What I'm going to show you here, I'm showing you in the manual process, guys. If it is automate, we can enter the script into automate script. Then script will take this IAM permission from there. Without authentication, even which process you are following, it will not work, right? Right or not? Yes, authentication, service authentication, everything is depends